Hi guys, and welcome back to Rachel's Enchanting Cakes. So today I'm going to show you how to do this lazy unicorn cake topper. The actual cake is available as a separate tutorial on my YouTube channel, and I will leave a link of that for you in the description below this video. I take you through everything step by step. This one is a relatively easy topper to make. I haven't really used any equipment apart from a bowl tool and a Dresden tool, but you can actually get away with a cocktail stick. So give it a go, guys. Please do share your pictures with me if you do give him a try. And I will be back soon with an awful lot more new tutorials. To make our lazy unicorn, I'm actually just using Renshaw's white fondant. You want to take a certain amount, leave enough for the head and the arms and legs. Now to this, I want to turn it into modelling paste just to make it that little bit easier to work with. So I'm going to add a small amount of Thankyou powder. Once it's been kneaded in, straight away, it's modelling paste. And this is what we're going to be using to make the body. Start by sprinkling your surface with some icing sugar. And now simply roll it into a bit of a cone shape. So imagine the head's going to be at the top end, and these are eventually going to be the legs. Once you've done that, you then want to cut where the legs are straight through the centre of the fondant like so. That's how we're going to model the legs separate to everything else. And then just using your fingers, pull out the modelling paste. I do want a tummy, so I'm also going to start to push down around this area. Using a bowl tool, I'm just going to smooth some areas out. Really emphasize on this tummy. Can you see how it's slowly starting to take shape? So for the feet, I just want to put in with my bowl tool a little bit of detail. Doesn't have to be perfect yet because you're still shaping everything. Now you can use a Dresden tool or a toothpick. I'm just using a toothpick because everything's still lovely and soft. Just a little bit of definition on the legs. Now we can add the arms. Now I had a little bit of remaining paste left from that, which would be more than enough for both of his arms. Now I think on this one, on the other unicorn that I made, on the lazy unicorn cake, I have one arm coming down the side and one onto his tummy. I think on this one I'm going to have both arms just leaping up onto his tummy there. So if I just move that to one side, I'm going to start by rolling this just into a sausage shape. I'm going to cut this in half just so each arm has got exactly this right amount of sugar paste. Now to stick these on, we're just going to use a very small amount of edible glue. Whilst this modelling paste is still soft, I'm just going to add a few indentations to the arm. So once you've added the indentations, we want to make a start on the head. We're not going to be adding any colour or any sprinkles until the head is completed. So if I just place him to one side, to actually secure the head in place, we're going to be using lollipop sticks. So you just want to take one of these out of the bag. It's not a very large sugar model, as you can see, so I'm not going to need much. I'm just going to cut this with some scissors. Okay, and then just place that into your edible sugar model. You just want a small amount popping out for the head. That is what we have so far. Now again, we want to turn this into modelling paste just to make it that little bit easier to work with. So add a very small amount of Tylo powder and just give that a good knead. So once you've finished rolling out the head shape, you want this in a slight cone, but not much. And then we are actually going to be placing it directly on here. So again, a small amount of edible glue, this time just around that lollipop stick that you've placed in there for extra support. This one's really laid back, but he's not as laid back as the other one. If you want him more laid back than that, if you just use a cake dummy to support the back of it just whilst it's drying, it will stop anything from moving. Now I want to do his mouth, so using a Dresden tool, I'm going to have to turn him round slightly. See what I'm doing there, you want him smiling because it's a unicorn. He's happy. He's got his sprinkles. You're also going to want the inside of this mouth relatively smooth, so take your time doing this. What I want to do now, I'm not going to add the eyes yet or the indentations for the eyes. I just want to add his nose. Now I'm not going to turn this into modelling paste, just a little bit of the white Renshaw's icing that I have left. Pulling further forward for you. So this is just a case of using our hands. We don't want it too big, but we want it quite prominent. Now I like to do them in little love heart shapes. What you want to do, start just by rolling more of an oval. And then using some edible glue just above the mouth, place on the nose. Now it won't look like anything until you start to manipulate, but if you use your fingers like that at the bottom, it makes more of a triangle. And then take your Dresden tool or a cocktail stick, you can use a cocktail stick. You just put a few indentations at the top and it gives more of a love heart shape. If I just have a little look from the front, perfect, absolutely adorable. I'm just going to use my ball tool just inside the mouth to make sure the back's smooth. I'm really happy with that. Now we want some nostrils, so again the ball tool, the small end, and then you just push in. Now for the eyes, we're actually going to be just using some black Renshaw's fondant again, and this is the point where we can actually start adding the details. The horn will be added last. I'm going to start with some fuchsia pink, one of my favourite colours, but great for the tongue because his tongue's going to be sticking out. And also I'm going to use it inside the feet and the arms. So we'll start with the feet and the arms. A small amount of edible glue. When I said smooth them out, if you just get your ball tool and literally go into each hole, make sure it fills the area correctly. For the mouth, I'm simply going to repeat the process, but this time you want an oblong, or should I say more of a cone shape. Edible glue again, obviously this time inside the mouth that you have made. As easy and cute as that. And then I'm actually going to use a cocktail stick this time because it's finer than the Dresden tool. I'm just going to put a little line down the centre. Here, where he's actually smiling, whilst everything's still soft, if we just go up a little bit with the cocktail stick, and then I want to do the eyes. You literally need the smallest amount of black fondant you can imagine. Now again, this is Renshaw's Jet Black. You take a very tiny amount and just roll it in between your fingers and make it slightly thinner on either end. It literally is as easy as that. I'm letting you see the front so that you can see exactly what I am doing now. I'm going to be adding eyelashes. Now for that you can either use the edible paint, or in my case I'm going to be using a little pen that I've got that's edible. But if you've got some edible food colouring and a brush, that's all you need. I'm just going to repeat that with the other eye. For the hair I'm going to use pink, turquoise blue and this lovely purple colour. And all you want to do is continually roll lots of sausage shapes. Just use fondant as well. It will go hard. It can be more fiddly to use, but you just want to give him character now. So I'll have that a little bit thinner. Very gentle with it. Edible glue all over the head of my unicorn. As you can see, what I'm doing is relatively simple, so just keep on building that up. I'll just give him a little twirl for you. You can also see that I'm covering the back of his head, and the final colour I will be adding to this is pink. And he's almost finished. Now, all I have done here is cut off the sharp ends of a cocktail stick and placed it in top. And we're going to do that just for his horn. Now I'm choosing to use fuchsia pink, but you only need a small amount now, even that looks too much. Basic shape, and then once it's on the cocktail stick, we will shape it more. If you remember what I mentioned about the eyes and just giving him a few eyelashes, I'm choosing to use the Jet Black Rainbow Dust Pen, but you can just use food colouring. So what we want to do here, already put the hair on, I don't want to get any black on the hair. Just over the top, just a couple of lines, that's all you need. I have a few sprinkles left over here. Now most of the unicorn cake, you'll find them with actual cake in the mouth, but I thought it'd be a nice change just to use sprinkles. These are the Sprinkletti unicorn sprinkles. I think we'll have one in his mouth, just like we did on the other one. And then just randomly place them over your unicorn. Literally just finish covering your unicorn with sprinkles. And this is what it looks like when he's finished. How adorable is he? I have actually placed him on the cake now, as you can see, which you know is available as a separate tutorial. All those sprinkles just really bring it to life. Give it a go, everyone, and please remember, if you like what you see, subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and I'll be back soon with some more exciting new content. Happy baking, guys.